These are names. They are very tiny. I'm bringing it to you. You're seeing the numbers. These are names of people. That is one page. This is another page. This is another page. Hello, my smart investors. How are you guys doing today? Today, I'm going to talk about probate, letter of administration. In my last video, I talked about will, but I just want to drag your attention to just a few points of why you should write a will. It will save a long stress. Publication of probate on the newspaper. It's an old system that they publish was names of people who were deceased, and then their children need to go and do all the letter of administration, go through the process. I promise you, it's a long process. Will they be waiting for 3 to 6 months or even 1 year? There are some that even last 2 years, 3 years, because then by the time they start looking for administration and stuff like that, it may take years. The reason why I'm putting this video is because of the time wasted and the stress of getting a letter of administration. Because without a letter of administration, anybody selling your property is acting illegal. Is selling the property without the capacity to sell. So with this point of mine, I'm going to bring out the letter or the published names of those whose name and their administrator and their sureties are already in court. In the probate case and probate court, trying to see how to get the letter of administration, because a letter of administration is what you get when you don't write a will. So it's either you write a will or you get a letter of administration. So this is the month of April 2026. On this date the date is 16th of April 2026. And this is just one page. Before we go further, check the numbering. Are you seeing the numbering? Every numbering there is showing a name of one person, one person, one property, one person. This is one page for April 16th, 2026. This is another page. This is another page. This is just for April 16, 2026. Then I have another one here for the same April 2026. And this is it. April 2026. I hope you can see it. Okay, yeah. 30th April 2026. And these are names. Like we said before, the numbering is there. This is it. This is it. April 30th. Imagine all these names. And then you're planning to leave your children or your family without a will. They will start fighting. Fine, you have the property. It's a good asset, because if, for example, you bought the property for years and they're going to sell it, yeah, it will be enough to take care of them. That is, if there is no dispute whatsoever. But imagine waiting for this group of people to be published, because that was one thing that affected my clients. We were waiting for all these names to be published before it got to my client's turn. And imagine your child is waiting for the name to be published so that you can get the letter of administration, so that they can sell the property legally and raise the money. Because even if all these processes, without the letter of administration, you cannot use the property to take a loan. You cannot use the property to sign a surety. You cannot sell the property legally. Nowadays, with the education that people are getting, many people, because my client was going to sell the property, we had buyers. They were negotiating. No, we'll buy it for this price, we'll buy it. But they were so wise. None of them wanted to make any payment without a letter of administration, because they want to be sure that the person who is selling has the capacity to sell. The reason why a letter of administration is given is because They want to be sure that the buyer is not making payment to the wrong person. Imagine a family of 5, and then one person is going to sell the property of a deceased person. The other one goes to sell. It's only the person that has a letter of administration that is the legal person to sell that property. Every other person. And that is where you find a situation where you have more than 4 or 5 people fighting for one property. With these few points of mine, it's either you write a will or let your family go through this. But no problem, even if they're going through this. But the only problem there is the person who is going to fight for the letter of administration may still not be the person who has the right, or who you dream of, or who you wish to have legal ownership of the property. The person might just go in as the senior son. Yes, there's a story too to go with this. A man who has lots of family, like this man he has children. He adopted children that grow with him, and he had his own children. This man is a very wealthy man. The man by and one of the sons who has been abroad for years and has refused to come to Nigeria. That was when he decided to run back to Nigeria to come and claim the father's property, and started arresting anybody that wants to fight over the property. This guy has never been in the property. His father even was not happy with him while he was alive. The other children who have been helping the father secure his property or work in his company, in and out of the business, were thrown in jail. Meanwhile, the senior son, who has nothing, who has no business, who does not know how the business has been running, just came and started the fight. With these few points of mine, I want to believe you know the right thing to do. See you in my next video. Bye for now.